Hello, my fellow scientists. I didn't hear you come in. So happy you could join me in the lab today. I have some amazing experiments to show you. But first, have you seen that pesky dinosaur of mine around here? I'm sure Doug was nearby. Maybe he's over at the lab. While I go check, why don't you throw on your lab coats and straighten your goggles, because it's time to start Science Bites. No, no, and no. It doesn't seem he's here either. Where could that cheeky dino be?
Hi there, Professor. Sorry about that. Also, it looks like we're all out of dynamite.
Oh, Douglas, what did I tell you about playing with fire? It's dangerous.
I'm really sorry, Prof.
Oh, that's okay, Doug. But you should have been wearing your safety glasses, though.
Oh, yeah. They would have been great. I think some of that, explosion, it went into my eye.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, Doug, because our first experiment today is all about explosions, you know?
Oh, not again.
That's because today we're going to make our very own volcano.
Volcano? Ah! Run away! Run away!
No, come back here, you silly lizard. Look, this might take a while, so why don't you watch this and I'll try and rustle him up. Now, a real volcano is made when two large pieces of earth, known as plates, bump into each other and create a mound called a volcano. Below these two plates is a liquid called lava, and when the two plates are pushed together, pressure builds and the lava is forced out of the top of the volcano. This is known as an eruption.
I'm still not sure about this. That lava looks pretty scary to me. Wait for me, Professor!
Right then, before we begin, let's check our safety gear first. What do we need today, Doug?
Okay, so first is safety glasses, so nothing gets in our eyes. Then, let's see here, a mat to do it on, so the lab doesn't get messy. And some gloves to make sure our hands don't smell or get sticky. Prof, what about my hands?
Oh, that's okay, Doug. I'll do those parts. All right then, let's get on with this, shall we? Time to look at the blueprint. First, we need the following materials: a large bottle, some cardboard, some tape, a lot of newspaper, some PVA glue, and a small plastic cup. And for the experiment, all we need is baking soda, food colouring, and vinegar.
There you are, Prof. All the materials we need.
Wow, Doug, that was fast. All right then, let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, we need to cut this cardboard to size. 30 centimetres should be enough, like I've done here. Would you mind scrunching up some of that newspaper for me, Doug?
Of course, Prof. I've been meaning to find something I can sink my teeth into.
Looking good, Doug. Okay, now that the cardboard is done, we need to cut the top off of a large bottle. Now, you might need some help with this one, so feel free to ask an adult. I know Doug needs my help for this.
Hey!
So now we've cut the top off, we need to tape the bottle to the cardboard. There we are. And once this is done, we're going to be needing those newspaper balls, Doug.
Here they are. So, why are you taping down the paper balls, Prof?
Well, Doug, that's because, as we saw in the video, a volcano slopes upwards, and this is how we're going to create our slope.
Oh, I get it now. Hey, it's starting to look a lot more like a mountain now.
Exactly, Doug. And now, here comes the messy fun part. Now, you might want to put your gloves on for this so you don't get sticky fingers.
I don't even have fingers.
So you're going to tear up some newspaper strips and you're going to dunk it into the PVA glue and make sure it's fully covered. Then, when it's fully covered, stick it onto the volcano. And that's all there is to it.
Looks like fun there, Prof. How long do you have to do it for?
All the way around, Doug. And when you get to the top, place the little cup into the bottle and stick it down with the paper around it. Now, once you've covered the whole thing in newspaper, leave it to dry for a few hours, Then you can paint it or just leave it how it is.
So you're saying we have to wait for hours? Boring!
It's okay, Doug. Just for us, I made one a few hours ago. And this is one I painted just like a volcano.
Oh, wow, Prof! That looks amazing! I never thought you'd be a good artist. I could never make something like that.
Well, that's okay. This is just to look nice. If you really wanted to, Doug, you could just put a cup in a pile of mud outside and it would still work the same.
Brilliant stuff! So are we going to go and do the experiment now, Prof?
Yes, we are. Now, the experiment is to show what happens when we mix baking soda and vinegar. Due to tiny reactions that happen between the two, it will make the volcano look like it's really erupting.
Oh, come on, Prof! I can't wait any longer. Let's do it!
Okay, you impatient dino. Here we go. So first, we add the baking powder. Next, we add some food colouring. And it's nearly ready to go. Finally, all we have to do is add the vinegar. Are you ready, Doug?
Yep, pour away! Oh, wow, look at it go!
And there you have it, our very own volcanic eruption. Well, Doug, that certainly was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, Prof. There was lava and ash and rocks, and it looked like a real volcano, and it foamed out everywhere and wasn't even scary.
Whoa! Slow down, Doug. What's got you all excited?
Well, it's nearly time, Prof.
Nearly time. For what?
Oh, Prof, how could you forget? It's time for the...
Aha!
Scientific Showdown!
Oh, of course it is. And what challenges await our young scientists today, Doug?
Well, today we're gonna compete with rockets.
Rockets? But I thought you'd had enough of explosions for today.
No, not those kind of rockets, Prof. Water rockets. Come on, let's go and have a look.
Okay. Here we go. Are you ready, Doug?
Of course I am.
Then let's begin this week's Scientific Showdown.
Roar!
Today, we're outside for the Scientific Showdown, and we have 3 eager young scientists to conduct our experiment. First, we have Alex. Next up is Charlie. And last but not least is Lucy. Today, they'll be competing for the glorious Science Bites trophy. They all look ready, so let's begin, shall we, Doug?
Right on, Prof. Now, the experiment today is all about water rockets. These fun little toys blast a water bottle into the sky by pumping them full of water and air. Each scientist is going to set off their rocket and we'll see who can get the highest.
But of course, this is an experiment, Doug. It's not just height. We want to see if the size of the bottle affects the launch as well. Due to this, we have a large, small, and medium bottle for our scientists to try out.
Ooh, and it looks like Charlie's up first to choose. And they've gone for the large rocket. That looks huge compared to the others.
Next up is Lucy, and they've gone for the small one.
Which leaves Alex with the medium one. Great! They've all got their rockets, so it's time for blast off.
Now, these rockets will hopefully be flying high into the air, and so we've made sure that our budding scientists have all the safety gear they need.
Ooh, look, Prof. Looks like Charlie's going to launch their rocket. Here we go.
Now, since Charlie went with the large rocket, they have more fuel to use. However, this makes their rocket very heavy. Hopefully it still flies high.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Wow, look at that one go, Prof. Looks like the weight didn't matter that much at all.
Don't speak too soon, Doug. Now it's Lucy's turn, and they have the opposite to Charlie. Their rocket is nice and small, which means that there's none of that pesky weight. However, there is much less fuel for the rocket to use.
Either way, it's time for another rocket. Yay!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Wow, look how high that went. Looks like fuel wasn't an issue after all.
I guess you were right, Prof. But no time for that now. Let's launch the final rocket. Here comes Alex.
Ah, yes. Alex's rocket is in the middle of the two others in its size, so I suppose we'll now see if size really matters.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Oh, wow, would you look at that?
It was a very good effort, but I think the small rocket still went the highest, Doug.
I guess so. Well, that was a great experiment, and well done to Lucy for having the best rocket. You truly deserve that Science Bites trophy. Wow, Prof, what an amazing day. We've had explosions, volcanoes, rockets. Oh, I just can't wait to see what's next.
Well, I'm sorry, Doug, but that's all we have time for today.
What?
Yep, I'm afraid we're going to have to end it here.
Ah, that's rubbish.
I know, Doug. Time flies when you're conducting experiments. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you've had a good time.
Yeah, thanks for helping us have some fun. And we learned some stuff along the way.
See, Doug, I told you science could be entertaining.
Well, you were certainly right there, Prof. I hope you all learnt something as well.
Same here. See you next time. Say goodbye, Doug. Wait, where did you... Oh no, Doug, where did you find that dynamite? Goodbye. Hey guys, just one last experiment for you. Keeping up with the volcano theme, here is how to create your very own lava lamp. First of all, you'll need a 2-litre bottle, then fill it up with 2/3 vegetable oil. Add a large splash of water and a few drops of food colouring. Mix the food colouring with the water, and now here comes the fun part. Drop an indigestion tablet into the bottle and watch the lava lamp begin. And that, guys, is a Science Bite.